Itachi and Nozelle. Both popular older brothers in anime, and both so dumb. Now I like Itachi, Nozelle, but they're definitely both dumb. They mirror each other in that they're both older brothers who put on a cruel facade in front of their younger sibling, all in an attempt to look out for them. But the ways they choose to look out for their younger sibling are dumb. Let's start off with Itachi. Now Itachi's plan was, after killing the Uchiha to protect the peace of the Leaf Village, he'd act as the ultimate villain and goalpost for Sasuke, so that he'd work to get to his level of power and kill him. Then, he wouldn't have to reveal the secret of the Uchiha massacre, and Sasuke would gain some semblance of closure. Thing is, some of the ways he motivated Sasuke to become stronger were straight up wild. First, something I forgot about. After Sasuke first appeared at the site of the massacre, the whole district full of corpses of his family and friends, Itachi used Tsukuyomi on him. A kid who has already had to walk among the corpses of his loved ones, he really thought, I really need some icing on this drama cake, man. And the genjutsu he used was one that showed Sasuke everyone being slaughtered. Like, bro, you couldn't just tell him? Even telling him in detail would have been better than this, because, you got blood on your sword and your body, and you're the only Uchiha left walking among the corpses, so if you're worried he wouldn't believe you, I don't think it would be hard for even a child to grasp. And why bust out the Mangekyo? I don't see why he had to go that hard. I know he wanted to build Sasuke's hatred, but bro already had it. Feels like you're just trying to get that deep emotional scarring and trauma, which Sasuke definitely has. Using such a strong, potent, and vivid genjutsu on an already messed up child is more likely to lead to him becoming a vegetable or straight up suicidal. But that's not the only example of bad sibling guidance or him using his Tsukuyomi on Sasuke. Let's go to the Searcher Tsunade arc. There, after dragging down Naruto and Jiraiya, and subsequently Itachi, Sasuke tries to make an attempt on his brother's life. Though it does not go well, as even after charging at Itachi with a full power Chidori, Itachi just catches it and proceeds to mess him up bad. I mean, dang. That's all I gotta say about it. Not true, actually, because, after he grabs him by the throat, pins him against the wall, he traps him in a Tsukuyomi for 24 hours. Why? That's pretty harsh for your brother that you love so much. And I know he kept stoking Sasuke's fire because, hatred and strong emotion fuel the Sharingan, but still, considering he had to murk the rest of his clan for playing a coup, I feel like he would have been real particular about not letting that hatred bubble over and having Sasuke go off the deep end. You think he would have learned his lesson by now, but I guess not. So, either he was originally supposed to be evil and Kishimoto later changed his mind, or he's just dumb. Plus, that only helped Sasuke get pushed over the edge, because he still felt too weak. Now granted, Sasuke was already dealing with the curse mark and losing to Gaara, but still, earlier he was trying to save his comrades, he made connection with his team, and now he's trying to sever those connections for power. Basically, Itachi's an idiot. And so is Nozelle. Why? Well, let's take a look back. You see, Nozelle was the oldest of the Silva siblings and of Asier Silva's children. But the thing about Asier is that she passed away giving birth to her youngest child and Nozelle's youngest sibling, Noelle. Before she passed, though, she asked Nozelle to keep up his brotherly duties and look after her siblings. That request, along with the fact that Noelle looked like their deceased mother, who did not want to go through the pain of losing again, led to him trying to dissuade her from stepping foot on the battlefield. Though the way she tried to keep her safe were, again, wild, because it was mostly him just being a jerk to her. His other siblings, Solid and Nebra, were not only jerks to Nozelle growing up, but were borderline abusive. They constantly put her down for her ineptitude, told she would never be born, or at least she should never have been born, and her death would have been better than her mother's. They broke her stuff, stopped her when she ate before them, and they were just all around terrible to her for her entire life. And Nozelle just let it happen. Like, it's one thing for siblings to mess with each other, believe you me, or even be jerks to each other, but it was because they were creating an abusive household. And not only did he let it happen, even though he's supposed to be looking after his siblings, but he joined in. They put her down, and he'd make sure she stayed there by telling her, without any care in his voice, which is worse than if he came at her with scorn, that she was useless and an embarrassment to the royal house. Then, he put her in the Black Bulls in the hope that the squad just wouldn't do anything, so she wouldn't get in any trouble. This was also stupid, though. Well, maybe instead of degrading your baby sister, you could talk to her about how you want her to stay safe, or you could train her. In fact, he should have specifically let her join her squad, because he specifically told her she would never join the squad. But what he fails to realize is, if he let her join, he could have trained her, something he should have already been doing, and he'd be able to directly watch over her, instead of sending her off with what is known to the kingdom as the most irresponsible squad, which, to a good extent, is pretty true, even knowing what we know about the Black Bulls as viewers. Especially what we know about the Black Bulls as viewers. Like, I cannot imagine him as a loving brother, considering everything I've seen from him before he revealed that. But considering he apparently was, that definitely confirms my saying he's just stupid. Because that's stupid. Hey, post-production down here. I just realized some stuff that I had to say. First off, Itachi's plan, he might have actually been the better brother just because of the fact that if his plan wasn't interfered with Tobi, which he actually implanted his Amaterasu in Sasuke to make sure it went off without a hitch and wasn't interfered with, but still it didn't work out that way. But still, if not for Tobi, his plan actually would have gone off without a hitch. It would have gone the way he wanted it to, because he would have been able to do the mission and exterminate the Uchiha. Sasuke would have gotten much stronger. He would even killed Orochimaru, which would be him going against him. He would have killed Itachi, or at least he would have thought he would have killed Itachi, and he would have gained that semblance of closure. He might have even gone back to the Leaf, and if he did, he actually had the option, because he would have Orochimaru and Itachi under his belt. Two S-rate criminals, especially considering the Leaf specifically, because Orochimaru was one of the Sannin who experimented on people from the Leaf, and Itachi killed all the Uchiha, which, even though it was a mission, most people didn't even know about that. So basically, he would have had killed, as a rogue ninja, he would have killed Orochimaru and Itachi, two extremely dangerous and powerful shinobi, and he also would have had some information about Orochimaru's setup, because like we see with him going to recruit people that Orochimaru has worked with or experimented on. So really, Sasuke would have been set. Honestly, Itachi's plan messed up but bad, and like Itachi was on straight up demon time. Like I said, he straight up like tortured his brother, but his plan would have worked if not for Tobi, which he did account for, but I guess not enough. But Noelle just sucked. He just was a bad brother, like genuinely. His plan was really bad, because he didn't want his sister to be on the front lines, but he still put her in a Magic Knight squad, and also let her be tormented by her other brother and sister. And Noelle even said at one point, like, I have no good memories with my siblings, but still they are my siblings, which is a terrible mindset to have. That feeling that you owe something to your family just because your family, it's terrible. It's very sad, because they've been terrible to her entire life, and God, they're such bad siblings. Nozelle's had no plan, genuinely. He like let his little sister flounder around, and then is like, he put her on a Magic Knight squad. He put her down. He let her get abused by his other brother and sister. Nozelle just sucks. Itachi was on, I keep saying this, he was on demon time. He straight up tortured his brother, but his plan, if not for Tobi, would have gone on without a hitch. If Tobi didn't interfere, or if his Amaterasu actually killed Tobi, then Sasuke honestly might have been set. Now, I don't know if Sasuke would have gone back to the Leaf. Maybe he wouldn't have. But, I mean, the Leaf wouldn't be like, no, Sasuke, you're a bad guy. Maybe they would have, maybe they wouldn't have. Naruto would have eventually gone looking for him. But, I mean, honestly, Itachi might be the better brother in this situation, because he had a actually not terrible plan, and Nozelle just sucked. So yeah, Itachi and Nozelle, while having their hearts in the right places and being loving older brothers, fumbled the bag and are both so stupid, dumb idiots.